First, we can look at the police killing locations in Louisiana over time. Each red figure represents a location where police killed at least one person between January 2013 and the date given in the bottom right corner. Click the arrow on the bottom left to see the police killing populate over time, and hover over the dots to see the police department involved in the killing. And this data is coming from Mapping Police Violence. More so, if you select this orange dot, you can see case number 63 by Justice Lab, and you can click here to learn more about the work that the ACLU of Louisiana is doing to undertake and support victims of police killing. So, for example, if we start at the beginning, we can see these populate. So if we hover over one of these, we can see, for example, Franklin Parish Sheriff's Office. The killing occurred on December 24th, 2015, and so on. So we can hover over any of these to see the law enforcement agency that was involved. And specifically, if we go back to this date and look at where these killings are populating, we can see that many of them are populating in large cities in Louisiana, but there are many more that are populating across the entire state. This is to mention the police killings are not just occurring in the common populous locations. They're occurring throughout the state of Louisiana. More so, we can look at the police agencies with the highest number of killings. So this bar graph illustrates the 5 police agencies with the highest number of killings in Louisiana, broken down by the race of the person killed. You can hover over each bar to see the full name of the department and how many people were killed. So for example, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office has killed the most people with 22 total killings. Louisiana State has killed 20 people. Shreveport Police Department has killed 17. Baton Rouge Police Department has killed 14. And New Orleans Police Department has killed 12. We can similarly look at the number of black people killed per department and white people killed by department. We can also look at the collection of officers involved in police killings. Each name represents an officer who was reportedly involved in killing someone in Louisiana and the associated date that the killing occurred. These are 79 officers' names, and this data is coming from Mapping Police Violence. So here we can read some of the names, like Justin Brister, Derek Senegal, and more so, it's important to note that out of the 244 police killings in Louisiana between January 2013 and January 2024, only 47 incidents, which is 19%, included officer names. This is less than 1 in 5 incidents. We can also look at the dispositions given to officers involved in killings. So each column represents the dispositions received by officers involved in police killings between January 1st, 2013 and January 11th, 2024. We can hover over the columns to see the number of officers in each category. And again, this data is coming from Mapping Police Violence. So looking at these dispositions, we can note that the vast majority of them are pending. In fact, there are no known criminal charges associated with 95% of all police killings in Louisiana. Right here, we can see that there have only been 13 charges associated with officers of police killings. More so, we can look at when these pending cases are occurring. So if we look at this graph, current pending cases by year of police killing, we can note each column represents the number of dispositions currently pending for officers involved in police killings between January 1st and January 11th, 2024. You can hover over the columns to see the number of officers in each category. So, If we hover over 2013, we can see one officer's disposition is still pending, and etc. This graph is notable because since January 21st, 2013, 175 dispositions are still pending. Of these, nearly 50% involve killings that took place between 2013 and 2018. There is no need that these officers who were involved in killings still need to have their dispositions pending.